Welcome to Wonderslate. Buy smart eBooks from the best publishers. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
Topic for today's quiz is Topic 5, Phloem Transport, Flow from Source to Sink. Question number 1. What is the direction of movement of sugars in phloem? Option A, non-multidirectional. Option B, upward. Option C, downward. Option D, bidirectional. The correct answer is Option D, bidirectional. The direction of movement of sugar in phloem is bidirectional as it depends on source-sink relationship which is variable in plants. Question number 2. Phloem sap mainly consists of and Option A, water, sucrose. Option B, sugars, water. Option C, sucrose, sugars. Option D, amino acids, sugars. The correct answer is Option A, water, sucrose. Phloem sap is mainly consists water and sucrose, but other sugar hormones and amino acids are also transported through phloem. Question number 3. Unloading of minerals occur at Option A, apical meristem. Option B, fine vein ending. Option C, fruits. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is Option D, all of the above. The chief sinks for the mineral elements are the growing regions of the plant, such as the apical and later merostems, young leaves, developing flowers, fruits and seeds, and the storage organs. Unloading of mineral ions occurs at the fine vein endings through diffusion and active uptake by these cells. Question number 4. Translocation of organic materials in plants is explained by Option A, active transport Punjab. Option B, transpiration pull. Option C, inhibition theory. Option D, mass flow hypothesis. The correct answer is Option D, mass flow hypothesis. Mass flow hypothesis was proposed by Munch, 1931. According to this, food materials are translocated through phloem along the concentration gradient between food materials, source, to the site of utilization. Question number 5. Loading of phloem sets up A, that facilitates mass movement in phloem. Option A, pressure gradient. Option B, concentration gradient. Option C, water potential gradient. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is Option C, water potential gradient. Water potential gradient facilitates mass movement in phloem by osmosis. As hydrostatic pressure in the phloem sieve tube increase, pressure flow begins and the sap moves through the phloem. Question number 6. During the period of development, flowering and ripening of fruit in plants, the part of the plant that acts as source is the Option A, whole plant. Option B, stem and leaves of the plant. Option C, photosynthesizing leaves and older leaves. Option D, growing parts of the plants. The correct answer is Option C, photosynthesizing leaves and older leaves. Question number 7. The translocation of organic solutes in sieve tube is supported by Option A, root pressure and transpiration pull. Option B, P proteins. Option C, mass flow involving a carrier and ATP. Option D, cytoplasmic streaming. The correct answer is Option C, mass flow involving a carrier and ATP. The translocation of organic solutes in sieve tube is supported by mass flow hypothesis. According to this, the transport of organic solute from source to sink depends on metabolic energy, ATP, and carrier. Question number 8. Munch hypothesis is based on Option A, translocation of food due to TP gradient and imbibition force. Option B, translocation of food due to turgor pressure, TP, gradient. Option C, translocation of food due to imbibition force. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is Option B. Translocation of food due to turgor pressure, TP, gradient. Munch hypothesis is based on translocation of food due to turgor pressure, TP, gradient, i.e. from a region of higher solute concentration to a region of lower solute concentration. Question number 9. Transport of organic solutes takes place by pressure flow hypothesis through phloem tissue from source to sink. Choose the false statement about vascular tissue transport. Option A. Phloem mainly transports water and sucrose, but other sugars, hormone and amino acids are also transported. Option B. Osmosis causes water to enter into the sieve tube. Option C. Water and solute move through the sieve tube along the pressure gradient. Option D. Sieve tube in the source have a low turgor pressure potential. The correct answer is Option D. Sieve tube in the source have a low turgor pressure potential. Question number 10. Which one of the following method for translocation of solutes has been suggested by Phloem and Jones? Option A. Osmosis. Option B. Plasmolysis. Option C. Diffusion. Option D. Electrosmosis. The correct answer is Option D. Electrosmosis. A mechanism of translocation of food involving electrosmosis was proposed independently by Phloem, 1957, and Jones, 1958. Question number 11. Identify the statement that is correct regarding pressure flow model for translocation. I. Sugar is transported as glucose through phloem. 2. Sugar is carried through sieve tube near the source region. 3. Concentration of sugar is highest always near the sink region. 4. Water from the adjacent xylem moves into phloem by osmosis. Option A. 2 and 4. Option B. 2 and 3. Option C. 1, 2 and 3. Option D. Only 4. The correct answer is Option D. Only 4. Question number 12. The loss of water through evaporation from the exposed part of plant is called Option A. Transpiration. Option B. Guttation. Option C. Loss of water. Option D. Water bleeding. The correct answer is Option A. Transpiration. Question number 13. Transpiration is a necessary evil. This statement belongs to Option A. Bergerstein. Option B. Reshka. Option C. Curtis. Option D. Wilmer. The correct answer is Option C. Curtis. Question number 14. Assertion A. Sugars are translocated in non-reducing form in phloem. Reason R. Non-reducing sugars are most reactive sugars. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. Both A and R are false. The correct answer is Option C. A is true, but R is false. A is true and R is false because sucrose is a non-reducing and translocated through phloem. Non-reducing sugars can be easily transported because they are less reactive. Question number 15. Select the incorrect statement. Option A. Transport of molecules in phloem can be bidirectional. Option B. Movement of minerals in xylem is unidirectional. Option C. Unloading of sucrose at sink does not involve the utilization of ATP. Option D. Elements most easily mobilized in plants with one region to another are phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen and potassium. The correct answer is Option C. Unloading of sucrose at sink does not involve the utilization of ATP. Question number 16. A student took a twig from a plant. She or he observed a droplet of fluid exuding from the cut surface of twig. What is this fluid? Option A. Plant latex. Option B. Phloem sap. Option C. Xylem sap. Option D. Both. B, and C. The correct answer is option B. Phloem sap. A newly detached twig from a plant exudate a fluid of organic food of plant-like sugar from the detached part or cut part. The fluid is known as phloem sap. Vascular tissue phloem transports organic food in plant parts from the origin site or source. Question number 17. A few drops of sap were collected by cutting across a plant stem by a suitable method. The sap was tested chemically. Which one of the following test results indicates that it is phloem sap? Option A. Acidic. Option B. Alkaline. Option C. Low refractive index. Option D. Absence of sugar. The correct answer is option B. Alkaline. The sap present in a plant stem is alkaline in nature. Phloem sap involves pumping out of protons, which is a transport method for TH and tachia of sucrose in the sieve tubes. Hence, it makes the phloem sap slightly alkaline. Question number 18. Identify the false statement regarding the girdling experiment. Option A. If bark of tree is girdled from main stem, the plant dies because ascent of sap is stopped. Option B. If xylem is girdled from main stem, wilting of leaves takes place. Option C. In the flowering plant, food is transported in the form of disaccharide sucrose. Option D. In girdling experiment, the plant root dies first. The correct answer is option A. If bark of tree is girdled from main stem, the plant dies because ascent of sap is stopped. Question number 19. Assertion A. In the ringing experiment, a narrow continuous band of tissues external to the xylem is removed. Reason R. Ringing experiment proves the transport of solutes by phloem. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. Both A and R are false. The correct answer is option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 20. Water lost by transpiration is option A. Rich in dissolved minerals. Option B. Rich in solutes. Option C. Pure water. Option D. Rich in dissolved salts. The correct answer is option C. Pure water. Transpiration is the removal of water from the aerial parts of the plants. The water lost through transpiration do not contain nutrients or other organic substances, i.e. it is pure water. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.